Coach Tash here. Today we're going to go over a topic that is hard to talk about. It's hard for me to talk about, it's hard for a lot of other people to talk about, and it's hard for all of us to hear. And it would be a topic that's considered taboo. So what I want you to be able to walk away with from this video is clarity, understanding, and a little bit more education. So what are we talking about today? Today we're talking about abuse. Abuse happens in every institution, under every roof. Abuse happens in public and in private. And no, I'm not talking about physical abuse. So around the world, all of us, we think that abuse is only physical, and that's the only abuse that matters because it's the abuse we can see. There's more abuse that we can't see, but we feel it. So why is this important? This is so important to talk about and to share because so many people experience it and don't even realize they're experiencing it. So 2020 was so hard for all of us. And it was especially hard for me. 2020, I lost everything, and I mean everything. And I had to learn how to rebuild from ground zero all over again. And why is this important for you? Because let's look at abuse for a moment. We're talking about emotional and psychological abuse. And we're talking about levels of narcissism. Keep in mind, I am a highly trained, certified ICF coach, and I'm not a therapist. I do have education. I have a bachelor's in psychology, and I have tons of friends that are therapists and tons of friends that are coaches. And we're talking about highly trained individuals. And while I was going through the abuse that I was going through in 2020, I couldn't see it. I am highly educated and I couldn't see it. There are so many people that go through this and they just can't see it. So I'm so grateful that I have an amazing support team of highly trained individuals as friends. I had 5 friends reach out to me and to continue to talk to me, to work on me. They had to coach me for 2 months solid for me to be able to see what was going on behind the mask that I couldn't see. So when you're dealing with abuse, the person will typically target you. They target beautiful people, they target successful people, they target your strengths. They will look for what are your strengths, and then they're going to turn your strengths against you. And my coach friends that I was leaning on, they had to remind me of my strengths. I forgot what my strengths were. I lost perspective. I wasn't brave. I couldn't have kindness for myself while I was going through the abuse that I was going through. And they had to keep pulling it up and reminding me of who I am on a core level. And they would ask me, what's holding you back? The truth of what was holding me back was fear was holding me back. My brain felt cloudy. I couldn't comprehend the basic of things. And that was really difficult. It was a very difficult experience to feel like you're losing yourself. You're losing your mind. And feeling depressed, feeling anxious, feeling scared. So again, this happens in all types of relationships. This happens in romantic relationships, at work relationships. It happens any institution. This can happen, and this does happen, and we just don't recognize it. So I'm going to encourage you to learn about emotional and psychological abuse a little bit more, so you can see the red flags when they start to occur. And then you can reach out to someone that's highly trained, a therapist for definitely when you're coming out of it, and maybe a coach to help you look to the future to get you out of it in the moments. Because in coaching, we look to the future. We don't look to the past. We're not therapists. We're not trying to do therapy. We leave the therapy for the therapist. And coming out of a situation like this, I would encourage everyone to have a therapist. Because once you get out of emotional and psychological abuse, you're going to have to learn how to rebuild internally and externally all over again. It all depends on what level of how much abuse you were really under when it comes to this type of abuse. And it's abuse at the, okay, so when it comes to physical abuse, yes, the whole world knows it's bad, it's wrong, and abusers will do everything not to physically harm you, because that is a major red flag for everyone. But what's not a red flag is going after your strengths and telling you that your strengths are your weaknesses. And this is technically called gaslighting as well. Well, gaslighting is when someone is telling you how you view the world is not reality. As an example is someone telling you the sky is pink. And you're like, no, I'm pretty sure the sky is blue. And they're like, no, it's very much pink. Are you feeling well? Are you okay? Is there something wrong with you? And then you start to question your own faculties. You question your own mind. And you start to not trust your mind. Your intuition is nudging at you, but you're like not understanding, you're not feeling it. You're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting your gut. And trusting your own gut, trusting your own intuition. When you have that feeling that something's not right, trust it. Trust it. All right, I definitely want to tell you more, but I want to make sure I leave this as short as possible so I can get this out to you. If you feel that you have gone through or are going through abuse at any level, really, because there are no true, technically, yes, the therapists, they have different levels of abuse, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is that it's all about what's important. The only thing that's important is you taking back your own power, taking back your power for your life, owning your life again, owning who you are again, standing up for who you are. You're going to have to ask yourself some tough questions, such as, if I were coaching myself, what would I say to myself right now? In the moment when I was going through it, I couldn't coach myself. And I had to lean on those that were not going through this situation, through the abuse. I had to trust in someone else that wasn't me, because I couldn't trust myself. I couldn't see anything. And abuse is real. Absolutely. So let's get back to owning your power. When you take that first step towards walking away, moving forward with your life, you're going to feel this tug to go back. And I'm going to encourage you to reset the odometer on your life. When I was owning my power and loading up Noah's Ark into my vehicle to move away, to drive away from the situation, I reset the odometer on my car. Why did I do that? I did that because I felt that tug coming back, and I phoned a friend. I phoned a coach. And that coach reminded me again of who I am. They reminded me of, with every mile, you're going to get stronger. You're going to get stronger with every mile. It's going to happen. I promise you that. I am living proof that you're going to get stronger. It's going to take some time to fully return to who you are, but you can do it. I believe in you just like I believe in me. And I love you enough to make this video because I also love me. And self-love will come and will come back. And I will encourage you, reset the odometer on your life. Move forward. Every mile, every step, every inch you move forward, you are going to feel better. It took 700 miles for me to start to feel like myself again. It took 700 miles for me to be able to think clearly again. It took 700 miles for me to be excited about life again and to feel that sense of peace and freedom. That is what I want for you. Everyone that is getting this message, everyone that resonates with this, I want you to be able to love life, to feel happy, to feel peace. We all deserve it. Every single person deserves love and happiness and prosperity in life. And I believe in you, but the first step is recognizing when abuse is happening and phoning a friend, not an actual friend, phoning a coach. Because the dangers of phoning an actual friend that is not highly trained in this situation, in these kinds of situations, be it a coach, be it a therapist, phone one of them. I say this because I made a big mistake and I phoned a friend that was not highly trained. And all the work that these highly trained friends of mine have been doing on me for months was undone in a second by one person saying, "Are you sure? Is that really happening? Are you not just putting in your all?" No, do not lean on people that are not highly trained because they're going to get you to stay and that could cost you your life. Are you willing to risk your life over just talking to someone that is not trained, that doesn't understand, that doesn't know how to get you to the other side? With emotional and psychological abuse, in my book, it is first-degree murder. It is manslaughter. The abusers are attacking the essence of who you are. They're attacking your soul. They're attacking your strengths. They're attacking your dreams. And with losing yourself bit by bit, because they're chipping away at you day after day after day, be it in a romantic relationship, a boss, a coworker, it doesn't matter what type of relationship. This happens every day in all relationships, under every roof, in every institution. Are you willing to internally die? Are you willing to not lead a happy, successful life, the life that you truly want? Do you want to be depressed, to be angry, to lash out at others because you just can't see what's happening? If that's not who you are, and that's not who you want to be, and you know that there's more to life, and there's a feeling nagging at you that something's just wrong, something's not right, trust that feeling. That feeling's going to guide you. And lean on professionals, highly trained, certified coaches, highly trained, licensed therapists. The coach, again, is going to focus on the present moment, moving forward. They're going to get you unstuck. They're going to bring up your strengths. They're going to bring up what is really holding you back on a deep internal level. And they're going to move you forward. Your therapist that you're going to go to when you're done, when you're out of that situation, is going to help you heal from the past. So, with that, If any of this resonates with you and you want to reach out to someone, you're welcome to reach out to me. Or reach out to someone trained. If it's not me, it doesn't matter. Just get the help you need. And own your power. Take back your life. Take back the essence of who you are. Once you're away and you're healing, self-love will come back into the picture for you. You're going to be happy. You're going to feel joy. You're going to be so grateful. The gratitude alone is going to bring tears to your eyes because you're so happy. I want that for each and every one of you. For anyone that resonates with this, I want you to be happy. I want you to feel the feeling of gratitude. I want you to feel that love for yourself. So with that, my dear friends, I'm going to leave you with love, peace, and happiness from the bottom of my heart to yours. I hope this reaches anyone that needs this. So please share. Let this spread, because we all deserve to own our lives. We all deserve to just be happy, to feel free, to break the shackles that bind. We all deserve freedom. Goodbye, my dear friends.